Y'all want a sequel? Say fuck that.
So, a few weeks ago, I uploaded a video explaining my theory that Half-Life and Deep Rock take place in the same universe. This was a joke, but apparently a few of you didn't think so, judging by the like to dislike ratio. However, I will admit I did not go in depth enough about the comparisons. Hell, I didn't even talk about the glyphids themselves, besides just saying both games have bug-like creatures. So in this video, I'm going to go more in depth about the similarities between Half-Life and Deep Rock. And for the fun of it, let's throw in Half-Life 1, its DLCs, and Half-Life Alyx.
That's a bug! That's a bug! That is a bug!
In my original video, I kind of ignored anything about glyphids, pretty much only mentioning that they exist, but Half-Life actually does have a few creatures similar to Deep Rock glyphids. First, we have the standard antlion and glyphid grunts. Both of them are fairly similar. Basic ground enemy, both burrow from the ground and use basic attack. Fairly easy to kill. They're basically the same creature, just different appearances. In episode 2, they introduced the antlion worker. A lot more ant-looking creature, but it can jump really high and spit acid at you. Deep Rock also has an acid spitting glyphid, simply called the glyphid acid spitter. Again, they're basically the same creature, but Deep Rock has a second acid spitting bug called the glyphid septic spreader. It's kind of an elite version of the acid spitter. More health, more damage, etc. These things like to aim at you with arching sprays from above you. I fucking hate them. While there are no creatures in Half-Life 2 that can be compared to this glyphid, there is a creature in the original Half-Life that can. The Snark.
Yo quiero Taco Bell.
The Snark is a little bug-like alien weapon you can use in the game. You can use it to attack enemies, but they might come back and attack you. The Snark is very similar to the Glyphid Swarmer. They, well, swarm the player in large numbers. They don't deal a lot of damage and are easily killed, but can be very annoying. The Snark can also be found spawning around the map in nests, just like the Swarmer. In the original Half-Life, during the level Blast Pit, you come across this creature called the Tentacle.
Mira, Freeman, solamente se me ocurre una idea para librarnos de este monstruo. Tenés que venir a apretar este botón y... ¡Ah! ¡Ay! ¡Ay, la puta madre! ¡Ay, no! ¡Salí de acá! ¡Freeman!
Yes, that is its actual name. I even had to Google it. They are very similar to Stabbervines and Spitball Infectors. In appearance, they look like very skinny Spitball Infectors, but they only do a stab-like attack like the Stabbervines. By the way, I would like to point out that the Wikipedia page for the Stabbervine even references Half-Life in the trivia section. The barnacles in Half-Life 2 are basically just cave leeches. The only difference is barnacles don't actively reach for you while the cave leeches will. But other than that, they're basically the same enemy. They just grab your head and try to bite you. Now, the last enemy I can compare is really only the Antlion Guard and Guardians, but the only thing they come close to are the Oppressors and Dreadnoughts. They have too much health to be close to the Praetorians, but other than health and damage, there's nothing else like them. The Antlion Guards are kind of skinny and can charge and run really fast, while the Oppressors are slow and chunky because they have armor. But that's all I got for now. There are so many creatures in both games that can be compared with small nitpicks, like the antlion grubs and the maggots, or the houndeye and the glyphid exploder. If you think I missed any creatures that are similar between the two games, comment them down below. Half-Life and Deep Rock have a lot of weapons between them. Both games have that cool, kind of futuristic but could possibly exist in real life look to them. But let's start with the generic guns. Both games have their standard pistol, shotgun, SMG, rifle, they're all okay, some are better than others, but they get the job done. Let's start with the crossbow. Personally, out of the three, I prefer Half-Life 2's. Half-Life 1 is a standard crossbow, but Half-Life 2 is this cool homemade weapon that uses heated steel rebar as a bolt. The crossbow in Deep Rock is cool in design, but again, it's just a standard crossbow with nothing special. The Engineer has a weapon called the Plasma Diffuser. This one's interesting. It's basically just a Gulan cannon from Half-Life 1. It's even held and looks the same as the Gulan. Plus, to add to the Half-Life and Deep Rock shared universe theory, you could say that the crystal in the middle of the diffuser is actually a Zen crystal. The Engineer also has his own special grenade that spawns drones, kind of like manhats. They even use blades to attack enemies. Also, the engineer's main gadget, his turrets, are also just like turrets you can find in both Half-Lives and Portal.
Don't you ever. Not even close.
In Half-Life Opposing Force, Adrian gets different weapons compared to Gordon. One being the Barnacle Grapple. Yep, he gets a grapple weapon as well. However, he can't use it whenever he wants, it only attaches to certain surfaces. For the few people who said my original video was reaching, reach for the Hive Hand from Half-Life 1. The Hive Hand is an alien weapon that shoots homing hornets, similar to the engineer's rifle that can lock on enemies. Now there are obviously more things I could compare, like the C4 from both games, or that in Opposing Force there's a small class system being used with the Marines. You even need to find an engineer to open certain doors a few times.
Where's an engineer when you need one?
Or a heavy gunner like dude that only uses an LMG. I would also include cut Half-Life weapons, but of course those aren't actually canon, so they don't technically exist. Again, if you have any weapon comparisons, let me know in the comments. Music is a big part of both games. Each game has their own popular and banger song that everybody knows, but personally, I think some of the game's music sounds like they could work for both games. Here's some songs that I think can work in both Half-Life 2 and Deep Rock. Now, there are a bunch of other songs I didn't include, but I hope you enjoy. Please consider subscribing, it motivates me to keep this up. Thank you for watching. That's it. I'm done. No more Half-Life. No more Deep Rock. I'm over it, dude. This has been somewhat of a fun journey, but I'm over it now. I want to move on to other things. I have so many clips and shit that I can't delete them, or I might end up deleting a portion of the video, and then I'm fucked. So I'm going to go do that now. I can finally do it. But anyway, thank you for watching. Again, I mean it. Sorry this video took way too long to make. I got sick for like a week and a half. Took a while to recover. I couldn't record any audio. I just sounded terrible. You might be able to tell now. I don't know. But while I was sick, I kind of was thinking maybe I should start doing series or like other videos. Just something I can make faster than these videos while not taking a month between uploads. Maybe something like, oh, get a kill with every operator in Siege, or do something really hard in Fallout, or complete a game on certain difficulty while doing X challenge. I don't know, just if you think I should or are interested in seeing me do that, let me know. I got a few ideas already ready to go. But yeah, next video, I'm gonna keep a secret for a while. It's the only hint I'm gonna give is it's not video game related. It's not. I wanna try a non-video game related video, and I wanna just see how that does. But then after that, I'll be back to other video game stuff. Thank you for watching. Please consider subscribing if you have made it this far. Watching that number rise up just gives me more and more motivation to keep doing this, and I want to take this somewhere. I'm trying to improve my videos as best as I can, slowly learning the editing software. Hell, I learned how to green screen for this video. I'm trying to improve best I can. I know some of my line delivery is an issue. I'm trying to fix that. Maybe next video I'll try a different tone or something. I don't know. I'm just trying to improve in small ways as I can as I go along. So if you appreciate that, if you care about my content, please consider subscribing.